So, hello to the three of us. Aren't we amazing? Committed being here. What's the date? Like, not long before
20th.
Christmas. So, we are doing well. So, let's just run through our normal things to kick off our call. So, we're going to run through our recognition and our events. So, for our top enrollers, now this was for the week of the 4th of June. We had Narelle and Richard with 3, Lena Argentaro with 3, Nick Ryan with 2, Brenda Odendahl with 2, Kirsten Dunst, Deb Brown, Daniel Lombardo, Billie Jean, Mel, woo! Elena Vecchi, Jerry Narelle, Geralda Short, Vanessa Tucker, Sam Mann, Pam Bibby, and Bianca Higgins. So congratulations. We have top cyclists for the week of the 4th of the 12th, Narelle and Richard, Michelle Lowe, Megan Gasket, Geralda Short, and Lena Argentaro, and Michelle and Brian, and Fiona Cool, and Jerry and Narelle. And yay! Congratulations for them, all rocking out their residual income. And we had rank advancements for Nicole Ryan. Yay for her. She's one of our lovely little quiet achievers in Pylon. And then we had first timers for enrollers, Kieran Porch, and we had first time cyclers, Natalie King and Jackie Beach. So congratulations to those guys. And now just a very kind reminder for everybody, for you two and me and everybody else watching on the recording, for all of the events coming up. So we have Saturday the 7th of January, New Year kickoff in Townsville and Brisbane. Saturday the 14th of January, New Year's kickoff in Adelaide and Auckland. So Lizzie, I hope you're going to Adelaide. And Sunday the 15th of January, Launceston and Perth. And Saturday the 21st of January, Melbourne and Sydney. And we also have New Year kickoff in Mildura on the 28th of January, and then this Friday on the 23rd of January, 23rd of December in Mildura, we have In Touch training. So, yay, yay, yay! Nothing yet, Mel, in the Northern Territory, but I do hear that it is firmly on the agenda for events to start happening there. So, yay, that's exciting for you guys. So awesome. All right. So that's all done. Hi, Tessa.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, very well. So we were waiting for Narelle and Richard, but I do know that they're at a Christmas party. So I just wanted to, Narelle was going to really talk about the Art of Connection because of the personal development course that she has been doing. So maybe I can pass that across to Lizzie because Lizzie did some of it too. So Lizzie, do you want to talk about or talk into what you guys are doing and what your biggest takeaways have been? Please.
Yeah, so I did the resurfacing course, which was sort of the introduction and just basically the intro course. Narelle has gone further and done further courses. It was really intense. So it's a one-on-one or in a very small group activity, and they get you to focus on your attention. So focusing your attention on particular things to get a particular outcome. And it's actually really, really interesting, the effect that it actually has. So, and then you come back and you have a little discussion on your experience with that. But the big part about it was sort of uncovering your beliefs that you have, and not necessarily the ones that you know that you have. Like, these are ones that you don't want to have. So, you know, when you know how people say when you look at someone else and it really, really grates you the wrong way, then that's due to a belief that you have, or it's something that you don't like about yourself that person is representing, that's grating you the wrong way. That's why it's irritating you so much. So yeah, I found out I'm very controlling. It was very confronting for me. I wasn't very comfortable with that. So But in saying that, I actually really was able to take a step back and then actually look at, without sort of feeling much, actually have a look at my responses to stuff and be really just curious about, okay, that's how I kind of responded to that. And I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's really really quite interesting. So it basically gets down to your self-sabotaging beliefs, basically, which is obviously very, very helpful.
So what type of strategies did they give you? So when you are able to actually see something or feel something that you're not liking about somebody else, which either represents something in yourself that you don't like or something that may be from a deeper memory. So say, for instance, I have heard before that you might, like in terms of attraction, that you might be attracted to a particular type of man because he actually does remind you of your father. So what do you do? Like, what's the strategy there when you know when you're made aware of it, or when you are then made to consciously be aware of the feeling? So what do we do?
Well, I think it's a lot of just being aware of it. I think this is something that you would go into later on. It wasn't necessarily, okay, this is what I've uncovered. What do I do with that? How do I, fine tune that? It was I came up with like 20 to 30 different beliefs. And then we actually did a reading on the different types of beliefs, where they come from, the different types of, are they helpful? Are they inhibiting? Are they indoctrinated, which means that someone else has filled your head with it? Or is it something you have decided or determined? And that's what you do with the beliefs. It's like, okay, I believe, for example, one of mine, and I'm being very honest and vulnerable, was I am not enough. And that was one of mine. So then I have to then decide, is that indoctrinated or determined? Is that helpful or inhibiting? And there was another criteria there as well. So it's looking at it, noticing that it's there. And then I believe in further work, then you work it out even further than that.
Okay, cool. So can you just type them in the chat? Because I think that's probably something that everybody, like, if we really don't have a full understanding of this course that you've done, but I think if we just have a service level of being able to question ourselves when feelings or emotions come up, that they're actually a really cool series of questions to actually ask ourselves. Does that make sense? So can you just type that in the chat? So what was it? Was it helpful? Is it?
Okay, yeah. So.
And then everybody write these down, because I actually do believe that when there's feelings, so thoughts, feelings and emotions that come up that are really strong in you, that these are actually really cool questions to ask yourself. Honestly, I think they're really gold. So, yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm not entirely sure I'm actually allowed to do that because it is avatar material.
Too bad. You just talked to us. You just told us. We're not going to tell anybody. Secret.
Yeah. So just give me 2 seconds. I'll go and get my.
Okay. You've got to go off and get it. No worries. So we'll just wait.
So that gives me the opportunity to tell you that I've done the phone experience.
Oh, you've done it?
Before. Yeah. The phone experience. And what I was told also, with the beliefs and stuff, that one of the exercises is to actually feel it, turn it on, and then turn the feeling off.
Mm-hmm.
So they play with you have to actually turn the feeling on and then off. And so that when something happens and you have the feeling, that you recognize that you're feeling it, but that you can actually turn it off. And then, and that is an exercise that you can do. And I find it very surprising that in some of my feelings, cravings for sweetness and smoking came arising to the surface. And so there are actually, with some of them, their actions connected. But then when you can recognize it, you can actually turn it off. And then, well, not in the beginning, but and then those cravings go away. So that's also very interesting.
Awesome. It's an interesting subject. So yeah, it's really really cool. So it's kind of like some reading I've done of late. It's like when you same thing. So when a feeling or a strong feeling or emotion or a thought comes up, that you actually give it a timeline. So you actually say, right, I'm going to crack the shits about this one particular thing only until 12 p.m. today. And then when 12 p.m. comes around, you actually stop. So you actually physically stop having it. So I would say this would actually be very, I guess it's like a similar kind of process. So,
Well, I think it's a desensitization exercise. Because I was, and that exercise Tessa was just talking about, that for me was the oh my God moment where I need to do this because I don't cry. And that's another one of my things that I carry from when I was younger, but I was sitting in front of the wall that's got all the photos of my mother on it. And they're all happy photos. However, when I was doing the exercise, I was looking at them coming from a place where I missed my mum. I want my mum. And so I was crying, and I was actually crying. And then she told me to put my attention on something else and then focus until my attention is off the painful attention. And then I did that, and I actually successfully just let it go. So you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you actually find the objective, is to sort of desensitize or find peace with it, or, whatever it is that you do. But I do think that it is something you have to go through with an avatar master. I do think what we are discussing is kind of like discussing how to make icing when we haven't discussed the cake. So it is kind of, you can't sort of just look at this one thing and expect to sort of get the full sort of experience out of it. You do need an avatar master to go through with you. So I would recommend to anybody, do this course, and you can actually find an avatar master and they will go through different exercises with you over the phone to sort of help you to understand what it is that you sort of want to achieve with it, and what you want to, how you want to grow, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right. We can run away with that now then, and I'll move on to another section of connecting on something that I've just learnt then. But if you can just do me a favor and just pop those questions up for me, or those things that we really should ask ourselves when strong emotions, strong thoughts, feelings and emotions pop up, that would be excellent, because I think it's a great way of being able to deal. If you call it desensitizing, letting go, moving on, putting a full stop on, whatever you want to call it, but that's cool. All right. So some of you will have received a gift from me, and if you received the gift, I hope you love it. I hope that you read it. I hope that you apply it. And and if you haven't received it, it's just because you haven't got it yet. So don't stress until you get it. Then you're going to know what I'm talking about. Now, I have come across this really, 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 really cool book. And Fiona, that's okay. No worries. And I encourage all of you, I will put up the link on our Tessa, I will send you the link, because you're not in our other little group chat. So just in all air of honesty and transparency, Narelle has a chat group for her guys, and we have a chat group for our guys. So the information that I'm going to put up about this book that I highly, strongly suggest that you buy is I will send to both parties. But the book that I've sent out to people, called The Answer, was written by Alan and Barbara Pease, and I just happened to come across that randomly And then I did a little bit of research on this guy, and then I saw that he was or is, I don't know whether he still is, or he has been involved in network marketing since 1980. So he is a world leading expert on selling, on connection, and on body language. So he has a book called Questions Are the Answers, How to Get a Yes in Network Marketing. Now, I bought this book and I got it yesterday, and I started reading it, and I was blown away by the simplicity of the questioning. And so I have been using it from yesterday, which has already resulted in a President's Pack and a 30-day cleanse, and the most amazing, simple questioning. You will be surprised how simple it is. So, got a pen and paper ready? These are, once you have worked out what somebody's primary motivating factor is, so whether that is health, energy and performance, healthy aging, or the wealth creation, which is there are separate parts for wealth creation, and I will take a screenshot and send these to you. But primarily he has a list of primary motivating factors, and health isn't on there, but because we're in a health and wellness company, in a health and wellness network marketing company, my belief is that health should be on that list when you are asking somebody which one is their motivating factor. Okay, so basically what you do when you're talking to somebody, you say, right, before I give you any information, I would like to know how I can help you. Here is a list of things. What is most important to you? Health, extra income, financial freedom, owning your own business, having more spare time, personal development, helping other people, meeting new people, retirement, or creating and leaving a legacy. Right? So you can actually have these things printed out, or you can create a template if you're talking to most people via Messenger. So I just basically created a template, and then you send it to them, and then they will give you an answer. And then when they give you an answer, which will generally only be one, I've had one person so far give me 2 of the answers, which was really cool because it was health and helping people. So I'm like, hello, like she's like built for Isagenix. You ask these questions. That was really fast too, by the way, so I'll take a screenshot. But if you can write these questions down, these are the most brilliant ways you will ever know how to contact or connect with somebody. All right? They're called the 5 solid gold questions. Number 1, what is your number 1 priority? Okay? And you are not to change the wording of these questions, by the way. So you do not change the wording. And basically, they'll give you the number 1 priority off that list that you have delivered to them. All right. Number 2, why?
Sorry, how are you painting you to do number 1 again?
Okay. What is your number 1 priority? All right. Number 2, why did you pick that one? Number 3, why is that important to you? Number 4, what are the consequences of not having that opportunity? And number 5, why would that worry you? Have you got all those down?
Can you please repeat number 4?
Yep. What are the consequences of not having that opportunity?
And before I ask you any questions, what was that list?
Yep. So I will put that up in a. I can't do it now because I can't do it onto the chat, but it basically says. Assuming I've already made contact. So say for instance, Tessa, I've made contact with you. We've touched base on helping you somehow. Okay, so we've made contact, and then I would say, hey Tessa, thank you for your message, or thanks for the contact. Or first up, just a little question and answer, so I know how to help you best. If you can answer these, that would be great. Which one of the following is the most important to you? Okay, and then you go through the list of the 10 things. Okay, so it's health, extra income, financial freedom, have your own business, more spare time, personal self-development, helping others, meeting new people, retirement, or creating and leaving a legacy. And then, of course, I say, looking forward to your answer. Okay? And then you leave the message. That's it. So you leave the message and you wait for the person to come back. Now, because most of the people that I have been talking to have obviously been looking at whatever solution I have from a health perspective, really, and that I'm advertising really on a health and fitness perspective, they've all come back with health, of course. All right. So then, they give you the big rundown of health. Now, some people will actually answer number 2 and number 3 together. So they will tell you why health, what their main priority is, and why it's important to them. So number 2 and number 3 can sometimes actually be answered together. All right. And then basically what you need to do is you need to get really great at repeating what the people are saying to you, okay? So this young girl, went on to tell me that she loved health because she just loves the way that it makes her feel. She loves training, la, la, la. And I said, thank you so much for your reply. I really love that you love health, and I really love that you love the gym. That is really, to me, what health and being healthy is about. And I'm glad that, and then I said, but why is this important to you? Okay. And then she goes in to explain that, to be honest, a big part of this is to have a great body that I'm confident with. So you see how it's actually not about health. Now it's become about body confidence and self-esteem. Yeah. And to be honest, I feel that I'm happier. It makes my day a whole lot better. It makes me strive to do better things in all aspects of my life. I love seeing positive results. It also puts me in a happier mood. All from freaking one question. Like, can you see how these questions? It's actually the same question, just asked a different way. And it's allowing people to give you their truest need without us actually telling them what they need. It's so great. And then, of course, I say, that's so awesome. That is healthy right there, owning your body and your lifestyle in a balance of happiness. And I ask this because it's really great for me to understand you more and your goals. She said she liked to help people. So I said, now let's talk more into why you like to help people. Why is that important? And what do you do for a job? Okay. So I just ask her more questions. And then she comes in to tell me that she loves seeing her friends and family being happy and chasing their dreams. She says that her vibe attracts her tribe. That's what everybody says to her. She works at Subway, but she's going to go and study business. 3 years in, I have never had such in-depth conversations with people as I have had in the last 2 days from asking them these simple 5 questions.
Can we have the name of the book again, Lisa, please?
Yeah, sure. So Lizzie, you've sent that to me privately, but that's okay. So it's called Questions Are the Answers.
Are the Answers, okay.
Yeah, Are the Answers. How to get a yes in network marketing. Lizzie's put it up on something, but I'll send you the guide. I actually just bought it off his page, so it cost about $30 to buy it and get it posted. And there are obviously there's kind of like a beginning context of why we ask the questions in the way that we do. and really to help you understand why it's important to understand somebody's primary motivating factor, so that we are actually connecting to them with the right solution. So does that make sense? So a lot of the time, people will come in to, so I'm just going to talk into a guy that I had this same conversation with today. So his was all about health and wanting to build lean muscle. And I said, same question, why is health important to you? Health has always been important to me because I just want to feel good okay. So it's moved from health to feeling good. Okay, so both of these guys, both of these people, both man and woman, have moved from being healthy to actually being in a state of high self-esteem and self-love. So at the end of the day, the thing actually isn't about health. It's actually about owning themselves in their body. So when we come across and we talk to them correctly and show them a solution for their happiness and their self-love, do you think they're more likely to say yes? They are. Okay. And then the other thing that I like about it is when we do the list of the 10 things, we have actually already opened the door to there actually being a financial benefit, because we've mentioned financial freedom, owning your own business, spare time. So we've already done a backward slide in to the premise of this being network marketing, which I think is absolutely amazing. Had a conversation with a guy last night, same thing, around the basis of this. And his words to me were, I understand that there are other benefits to Isagenix, but I just want to work on myself in my health. And when I feel better, if the rest of the stuff comes to fruition, then that is amazing. It's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like too simple. So hang on, I've got to turn a light on. So you guys can open up and have a discussion about that.
That would be really cool if you know how we've got like the cake recipe list of questions, if we actually made one and tailored it to what we actually need from it. So I don't know if Lisa's sent different books to everybody, but or to different people, but perhaps we could make something and tailor it to exactly what we want.
Yeah, so I wouldn't I think that this so far in just one day from having conversations around the framework of these the 5 solid gold questions, I honestly have never had such great connection with people. Never. Like seriously, I have to honestly say I have never had a greater connection with strangers, do remember, because a lot of these people are prospects off the World Wide Web, who are just beautifully opening up under these 5 questions. It's a very, very simple process to follow. So once you have actually got them, so the whole premise around it is they are telling you what they want, okay? You aren't telling them. Nobody wants to be told what to do. And he explains this in his book, okay? Nobody wants to be told what to do. Nobody. People want to be their own savior. They want to come up with their own solutions. They want to be their own expert. Nobody wants to be told what to do. So when we give them the list, they give you what they want. And then we go in to ask the questions, and then we just reaffirm what they want again. They give us an answer to question 1. We reaffirm them, ask them question 2. We reaffirm answer 2, give them question 3. We reaffirm answer 3, give them question 4. So we're reaffirming and building on our level of connection. And then based on how we go after question 5, we then come in with not a list of options for them to join on, right? Not here it is, here's the list, here's what I think. You give them one recommendation. One, that's it. You say, based on our conversation and what I've got from this, you're really looking to, obviously health is a high benefit. You really want to build lean muscle, but at the end of the day, it's for you to be a solid role model for your children and to feel in love with yourself. I strongly recommend the Energy and Performance President's Pack, which works out to be $20 a day for 66 meals replaced. What do you think? Wait. Done. Okay. So remember when I was saying something, I heard something, if you were on the call last week, I was saying that I heard something on a branding call when we're talking to people that it's about 9 parts empathy, 1 part expert. It's just like, this is kind of just like going over, really like reiterating that, because we're just going over in empathy and compassion what these people are telling us. They're pouring their heart out to us, and we come in with 1 recommendation as an expert. I really do strongly suggest that you buy this for yourself and your business as a Christmas present, and that this is the law that you apply to the connection with your people. Happy 2017. Does anybody like to ask me any more questions about it, other than I'm really excited? Nope.
Would you go audio or book, Lisa? Because you're a big fan of audio normally.
I don't think he doesn't have audios, so he's an Australian.
Sure?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I didn't check it. I just actually bought it.
I'm just on now, and it's offering me an audio book.
No, I'd actually buy it. I'd actually buy it to read it and kind of go through it and highlight things and keep it as a hard copy reference.
Well, I'm not an audio person, to be honest, but yeah. You've sort of been always saying get audio.
It's only a really tiny book. There's not even 100 pages. So yeah. Yeah. I was going to say something. Oh, he's an Australian guy, so he's based in Queensland. And I'm like, oh, I've never heard of this dude before, but you know, his stuff it's really simple. I was like, you know, possibly what we've been doing is overcomplicating the art of connection, like kind of like having to play and be smarter than we really need to be. Like, we're all smart, I get that, and we're all human, so we have a beautiful art of being able to connect to one another. But I think that we've been trying to overcomplicate and over ask questions when they can just be this simple. And it's a structure, right? This is like this what I'm trying to get you, like encouraging you to get and encouraging you to start to use, is a simple system of duplication that you could flow forward. Because who would agree that 2 of the hardest things, like the first 2 skills of network marketing or in Isogenics, are find people to talk to and talk to people we find, right? Who would agree that those 2 things are often the hardest things, especially if you've never been in a customer-facing role before, like you have always been, say, a stay-at-home mum, so your life has always revolved around your children, and you haven't actually ever been in a customer-facing role. Sometimes actually speaking to people isn't a natural art. So what if we gave people a really simple system to follow, which was just 5 questions? We'll just pick from a list and then ask 5 questions. Yeah, thumbs up, Tessa, definitely. Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of people, and it's quite interesting that a lot of people will back down off this because they come in and they protect themselves in their ownerships of being introverted, right? So that's cool, that's great. You know, everybody has their own personalities. But 2 of the greatest network marketers that I know, Eric Worre and Lynn Hagendorn, are both introverts. But what happens if they just found a great way of questioning people?
Yeah, I have to say I love the sound of my own voice. If you look at my work bio, they've written 3 things: winning at table tennis 7%, doing my job like 90%, talking 100%. And even me, like, it wasn't until I found my cake recipe that I actually had a framework to run on, and I wasn't too busy in my own head going, what do I ask? What do I do? Did I do it right? Did I da-da-da? And I just completely get in my own head, go round and round in circles and end up being my own hamster. Yeah, it wasn't until I actually had a list of things that I could ask intentionally and then learn how to work with that and learn the different responses that I get to that. And then I would have a list of responses that I would then do that. And it's directed towards getting them to sort of really own what they want.
Yeah, I thank you. And, thank you for that. Thank you for saying that, your head takes over, because I think that I know I have, been too clever, like too much of the expert, taken over way too many conversations, telling people what they need, like based on me, telling people what they need. Nobody wants to be told what they need to do. People want to make their own decisions. Huge, massive light bulb right there. Yeah. So that's about that. I don't know what more to say other than I think that it's a pretty decent game changer. And imagine if every single time somebody came into your business, you just gave them this framework. Okay, so here's some list of things to ask people. So when somebody straight off the bat, you built curiosity on Facebook, right? I'm just going to use some social media stuff. So straight up, you created some interest on social media, and somebody messaged you, and they're like, okay, Lizzie, what is it you're doing? Like, why do you look so great? And you go, well, I'm just doing like this nutritional program. It could be great for you too. Hey, just like indulge me for a minute and answer a question for me. Like, out of this list, which one's the most important to you? Like, you don't even have to like write a massive spiel. You just template that, and then they answer, oh, well, actually it's health. And you go, great, mine too. But why is health important to you? And then they answer. And then, and then you go number 2. Like, please give me a hands up if you think that is simple. All right. And should this business be about simplicity and duplication? Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Dan, simple. Like, you'll know a list. And he actually says that you should get business cards printed out with the list of all those things on the back, or you should carry a hard copy of them, and you should hand them to somebody to read. I like the idea of having business cards actually printed with them on the back, and then give that to somebody and say, look, just flip it over and just let me know out of those ones which ones is the most important to you.
You could do a poll on one of those group things. You know how you make a poll? Some Facebook features, you can make a poll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do that in the group. I'll do it in the group. It's just us that know, right? So let's just do it and see. I mean, I guarantee, because we're a health and wellness company, that health will generally be the one that comes up the highest. So, because health is very broad, right? So I don't even think you actually need to break it down and then make it health, like health, energy and performance, healthy aging. I don't think you need to do that, because when you ask the question, why is that your number one priority, it can actually open that up if they've answered health. Does that make sense? Because then they'll say, because I'm just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay, so then really, like, that's about energy. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Does anybody else have anything to ask? I'll do some screenshots of those and send them and put them into groups. So Deb and Tessa, I'll send them to you, so you can see them. And then you can just start to run. You can just start to run with it. Like, if you're having conversations with people at the moment, and I do hope that you are in massive momentum, messaging your whole list. I really do hope that you are in momentum, messaging all of the list of all of the people you have ever spoken to about Isagenix before, because, we're coming into new year, right? So say you have a list of 100 people long and you send it all out, then basically what you're doing is you're cleaning your list for the people who are serious about making a change. All right. So if 80 people don't respond to you, but 20 people do, start a new list with the 20 people. And then in 2017, build on that list. Does that make sense? You'll never forget about those 80 people. You'll go back to them with another big push, but you're building a strong ready list for 2017. All right.
So what do you do with your list? Sorry, I think I missed that.
So
message would you do?
Oh, so, well, you know, I've got lots of lists. So I have actually been going through, and I call it cleaning up. So you're really cleaning up your list and finding out who is actually still interested in making a change. So send all those people out a message, and then see who comes back to you with their readiness for 2017. Those ones that come back with readiness and who are making conversation with you, I would actually start up a new list. If your list is not very long, don't do that, okay? But just know who your ready people are and that they will need good, strong, hard follow-up, like come the 28th, the 1st, like you just got to be banging on these people who really want to make a change. Okay. Would you like my message that I've been sending out to people?
Yes, please.
I'm going to give you a gift. I've been a very busy woman. So I decided...
Look at Lisa Claus.
Huh?
Lisa Claus.
Yeah, I've been very busy. I've taken a lot from this guy, and where he talks about network marketing being obviously we know that it's a numbers game. Well, I don't like the word the game, but it's about numbers and it's about ratios, right? So we know that in Isagenix, to get one person to enroll, you need to have 10 conversations. And I'm like, well, he actually says to really document your ratios. So to actually work out what your conversion rate, so what your conversations or what your message to conversation, then your conversation to enrollment would be. So actually how much every message would be worth. Does that make sense? So I talked to the girls in New Zealand. So this is an easy number. So in New Zealand, if they sign up one President's Pack, it's $100, okay? So if they have 10 conversations for one enrollment, which they earn $100 from, then every conversation that they have is worth $10. Does that make sense? Putting it in dollar value, okay? If they want to earn $200, then they have to have 20 conversations, right? And so he was saying, so Alan Pease was saying that when he was a top-notch insurance salesman, he obviously used to have the old handset telephone, and he worked out what his ratios were, and then he worked out that every time he picked up the phone, that phone call was worth $9. So if he wanted to earn $1 million, he needed to work out how many phone calls per $9 he had to make to earn $1 million. Cool? So it's a good thing. And, we know in Isagenix that the ratio is the 10 conversations to one enrollment. So I'm pretty sure I lost count, but I did about 100 follow-ups today, and I'm really in about 12 good hot conversations. So yeah, it's pretty much is spot on. And I have been working hard on a copy of a message. And you all want to know what that is, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Awesome. Because when you send this message and you get somebody that comes back with you with a, yeah, I'm still ready or I'm still keen, what do you then do?
Give them the list.
Yes. Absolutely.
Go through the list.
You give them the list, and then you ask them the 5 questions. Simple. Now, right, this is really long, but I'm going to talk it because I'm so proud of it because I created it, right? So it says, hey, how are you? I hope my message finds you well and looking after yourself and not too busy in what can be the rush of Christmas. I'm just coming back to you again to gauge your interest in Isagenix because we know that we've talked to these people before. They're probably on our pages. They know what we do, okay? If you're still interested in more energy, better sleep, more happiness, better skin, more weight release, and a better relationship with food and body, then I want to work with you. I seriously do. I'm committed to getting serious lasting results for people And to deliver the quality results that you deserve, I will only work with 10 people who are ready to commit to themselves. Is this you? If it is, then I'm ready for you, like really, really ready for you. But again, only if you are ready for you. So if you are ready for more energy, better sleep, more happiness, better skin, more weight release, and a better relationship with food and body, please, please, please reach out for a chat sooner rather than later, as I've only got 10 spaces available for our Real Solutions program that kicks off on the 9th of January. Looking forward to hearing from you. Hugs in love and health and happiness. Merry Christmas, Lisa. Do you like that? Cool. Because I created that in about 2 minutes sitting in the car at Coles on my second cleanse day, because that's when I'm really creative. So if you want that, I can send it through. You can obviously chop and change it as you like, but it needs to be a strong, serious, seeding, closing message, okay? It needs to be strong like that. So I encourage you not to change it so much. If you don't like the love, hugs, and happiness, you can change that. But I encourage you really not to change so much of the body of it, because it's written for the benefits to be seeded in amongst it, and then for there to be an invitation with a limit and a time close at the end. Okay, so it gives people what they want or what they're looking for, and then it gives them a time pressured offer at the bottom. Okay, so there you go. So I would send that to every single person that is on your list that you've ever spoken to about Isagenix before, and then when they come back to you with yeah, I'm ready, then you go with the list, and then you go with the 5 questions, and then after the questions are done, you go with 1 recommendation. That is it. Cool?
Cool.
All right, nice. And you break the recommendation down into daily cost, no big cost, right? So that's another big point. So when you're making the recommendation for a President's Pack, you break it down to be daily. Say it's $19 a day, it's 66 meals delivered to your door, and you have me for 24/7 support.
If that's hard to remember, put it in your phone. If you've got a Samsung, you can log it into one of your numbers or whatever. If you're on an Apple, you can put it in your fast text thing.
Yeah.
So you don't have to remember all the numbers, because I talk to New Zealand and I talk to Australia. So I'm a potato with numbers. I really am a potato. So, yeah. Yeah.
And this is, I really just want you to be aware that I know that I know that this time of year is crazy busy, okay? And we are thinking about more people than we're thinking about ourselves, okay? But this is really a great time to do some seeding and planting and fertilizing and watering of your blooms coming into 2017. You're stripping off, Lizzie. I can't stress that enough. Like, this is a really, really great time to actually do some strong foundation work to move into a brilliant new year. It really, really is. And, you know, Fiona will know this from working in the fitness industry. December is like crazy flat. It's dead. It's nothing. We generally do nothing in December in the fitness industry, but like pedal under we're the duck under the water. Like in December, fitness businesses, like, you're going crazy, like contacting leads and creating energy and excitement around like the 1st of January. So it's exactly what we're doing.
What do you think is a good day to send that message? Because we're just a couple of days before Christmas, and people, I've noticed,
now
they're so like, oh.
Now. I'll do it now. Straight up.
Yeah, not after Christmas?
Nope.
Because you'll be the person they'll think of when they're sitting there with their fat pants on. If they haven't put their fat pants on and they're sitting really uncomfortable, like, you know what, I should have a conversation with that chick.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'd be doing it now. I'd be doing it now. So I was at top of mind for people. Yeah.
And if they respond, don't respond, Tess. So you could possibly send it again as you get closer to New Year's to anybody who doesn't respond.
Yeah.
Another format, it's slightly different.
Yeah, you could. So you could, if for people that didn't respond to you, you could do a last minute call out. So you could do the same message. You would leave the same message body, but you would do some like asterisks or something at the top. You'd make it attractive at the top, and you would say like, 6 spaces gone, only 4 places left. Are you sure you're not ready? Question mark, question mark, question mark, and then leave the body to go. Yeah. So you're doing a last minute thing. Like you're doing like a call out, but it's creating fear of loss. So people are like, oh my God, I didn't message her back. I forgot to message her. I need to message her because there's only 4 spots left. Yeah. And it's funny because you'll come across people in your leads who are salespeople, like I clearly did today. And this woman come back and she's like, yeah, I know all about Isagenix. I'm not into the real sales, la, 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 la. And I said, yeah, that's cool. No worries. I said, I get where you're at. Congratulations for being motivated. And I loved your transparency and your honesty. And I really think that we'd be great working together. I loved her calling me out on my sales pitch. I'm like, no worries. Like, you're clearly in sales. Awesome to you. So I just said, thank you very much for your honesty and transparency, because you will have people that are in the sales industry that call you out on it. So just thank them for their honesty. Right? You're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong that people aren't trying to do, that sell houses or sell cars or anything like that. So it's all good. All right. Happy?
Yes.
Yep, sounds great.
Awesome. Everybody's set for Christmas. Everybody doesn't need to know any healthy, happy eating strategies. It's just like, just put on some like expandable waist pants or some tracky dacks or no pants and enjoy fitness.
Lizzie's Food Fitness it?
Hey?
Why does it have to be like, why does Christmas food have to be fattening food? Can't you like do a mean ass salad?
Yeah.
Or like a mean ass like roast lamb with a mean ass salad, or like whatever. Like it doesn't.
It's going to be 35 degrees. It's going to be 35 degrees in Melbourne.
We're
39,
doing Greek Christmas. We're doing Greek Christmas, and it's all very, very lean and healthy.
So I would encourage all of us here to actually go and explore. And how about we start putting up some really great, healthy, lean Christmas recipes up on the page? Actually help people feel comfortable and relaxed around food for Christmas. And I might even have
what do people eat for Christmas though? Like, because my family never really did Christmas. Mum was just like, yeah, no, I can't be fucked. Here's some sausage rolls.
Just I don't know. Somebody find a turkey and cranberry salad, and I put up some gingerbreads and some plum puddings, and there's lots of stacks of healthy things up there. So just put up some
Waldorf, maybe.
Pardon?
Turkey Waldorf. If someone likes turkey, make a turkey Waldorf. Put some pomegranates and some apple and some rocket and some nuts.
Right.
And shit.
That's right.
I don't like turkey, so you can make it.
Yeah, and if any of your people are coming to you and they're stressing out about Christmas, just remind them that Christmas Day is one day. It's what matters. What they do on the other 364 days of the year that matters most. Yeah,
correct.
So, do you send us the message that you, or what? How would we go about that?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll do it for you. I'll send it to you in a second. So I'll send it. Actually, you know what? I'll put it up on the ISA Help and Grow page. I'll put it all in all on one post on the ISA Help and Grow page. So I'll put the follow up post you should be doing now to build energy and momentum into the New Year's resolutions challenge, and then I'll put a picture shot of the questions to ask. But just remember that you should add health in there because we're a health and wellness company. And then I'll put a picture of the 5 solid gold questions.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. And that's just basically then it's just step 1, step 2, step 3.
Yeah.
All right. Easy. Anybody else got anything they want to ask? Any problems? Any questions? Any roadblocks you're coming up against? What's the common objection that's happening? How can we help you get past it? Anything that you need help with?
Can we chat about the New Year Kickstart, Real Solutions, whatever we're calling it in our own words thing?
I might write on eggs and then squish the eggs.
Do you want to give up eggs?
Well, not my ex.
Well,
His ex.
yeah. So, when Narelle and Richard were supposed to be on, so Tessa and Deb probably know about their group challenge page that they've got already. So that's what everybody's designed to go into. I mean, that'll happen, Mel. They just have to rename the page and then let us know the link so we can put our people in there. Isagenix Corporate or Isagenix ANZ also have their cleanse, you know, their CLEA. But, you know, I don't know. I think that every other time I've been involved in one of them, it's just so massive. It gets kind of out of control, right? So it would be better to have a smaller, more intimate group. So we just have to wait for Narelle and Richard to get that one, the link to us for us to add our people. And then obviously I have actually gone with Happier Life 2017. But I've been using Real Solutions with the small, real, big solutions, and then hashtag Happier Life 2017. So that's what I've been doing. I've been speaking into that every video. Yeah, I guess if you're using didn't really agree on it, did we? At the end, we agreed to disagree. So whatever kind of thing you're running with, I think if we run, I kind of like the Real Solutions. I think if we run with Real Solutions, but then you use Kickstart Challenge or we use Crush or whatever, then that's cool. But if we use the one big one and then another one, so.
I just think Real Solution ties in really, really good with Resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It does have that the similar sound.
Yeah.
But it's like if you break down the word real, so resolutions RES, REAL, it's all for all. Like it's everybody's solution, isn't it? For every issue of their life.
Yeah.
I chatted to a friend of mine who works in marketing for one of the big Telstra telecom companies.
Yeah.
And she said real solution for this one too.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome.
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just start. So if you're going to start to talk into what we're doing for talking to people, making solutions that coming up to this time of year, people are being in reflection, coming up to think about what they're going to do. How did you go with this year's whatever? Then start to use that hashtag. All right. So start to use the hashtag real, small word, solutions, big word. And then if you go, I know you and Georgie Mel are doing Kickstart, then you can do Kickstart Challenge 2017. Again, me personally, I'm using Happier Life 2017. So whatever the other one is that you want to use, if you want to use a second one, then go for that. If you don't, just use Real Solutions.
I think that's a good idea because it separates us a little as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we've got that one thing all together, but obviously people that see more than one of us.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think, because I know that you and I have like probably how many 100 friends in common.
Yeah.
That's that'll be I think good so we're not copying each other all the time.
Yeah, although I liked your post the other day, so you can write one of them.
That's fine. That's fine. And like tagging each other and stuff is cool. But then we've got those different taglines, those different hashtags.
Yeah.
It's different.
That's right.
Same, but different.
That's right. So for instance, I know Jerry was on here last week and he was talking about lean and clean and lean in 17. Or talking about like the lean gains and stuff like that. So yeah. So if the guys like Daniel, Richard, Jerry, Shane, like those guys might still want to have the Real Solutions, but they want to be, they want to put, lean and mean in 17 or clean and lean in 17, leaner than I've ever been in 17. They want to start doing that because overall, let's say that the campaign is Real Solutions, but the solution for their target market, right, is guys who want to lean. Whereas, overall the campaign for me is Real Solutions, but my target market is working on people's happiness. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So have a think about you know, what type of people you're really wanting to attract into your life, into your business, into your challenge. What's the thing that brings you the most joy when you're coaching people? For me, it's actually helping people be happy. So that's where the happy life comes in. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. I'm one of my favorite enrollees is a man who also wants to build the business, so he needs to get his ass in gear and get internet so he can jump on our Zoom calls. But he was in a really crappy place, and he didn't want to lose weight, he didn't want to put on muscle, he didn't want to do any of that. He just wanted to feel better and feel happier. That's exactly what he did. And that's the most rewarding person that I've enrolled. Yeah,
that's right. Okay, so just think about what that, you know, what that thing is. Like, you know, what demographic or what solution within the Real Solutions do you want to speak into? What people do you want to attract? Does that make sense? And because then when you bring that into your RAS, so into the center of your attention, those will be the people that you start to see. They'll be the posts that you start to see people write on Facebook, and you'll message them. You know, they'll be the people that you'll see out on the street, and you'll talk to them. They'll be the friends that you haven't connected to, that you'll think about, that you'll connect back to. Does that make sense? Like, once you actually get firm on what solution within the Real Solutions you're wanting to share, or the demographic, you know, the people that you want to bring in, like,
make the intention.
Yeah, you'll create, and you'll also create you'll manifest it, you'll create the vibration to start attracting them. Right? So seriously, people think you're on the Lulu juice by saying that type of stuff, but I guarantee it's true. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
No worries. Anything else?
Just going back to the beginning of our conversation with my trip. If you do want to know more about it and you are curious about it, then message me with your number, and I'll pass it on to Denise, and she can give you a call, and she can actually sit down with you and actually talk with you, and then you'll really see what it is. But it is like, and I've got a really thick skull. Like, it takes a lot. So for me, I actually spent money that I don't have to go on a bus for 12 hours, arrive in Melbourne, run up the street. I have no idea where I am in Melbourne. Run up the street, start the course immediately, do the course for an entire day, go to sleep at like 8 p.m, and then sleep, and then go straight into the course. Didn't even have a chance to stop and make my shake. I was running and making my shake. Do the course, finish the course late, run to the bus, get to the bus late, and then catch a bus all night to this morning to get home this morning at 8 a.m, have a sleep for an hour before I started my day, and I'm still full of beans.
All Halley shots. Oh, Halley shots.
I didn't even need any shot. I had one. Normally I have 2 a day. And I'm still falling asleep.
Ah, nice.
It's amazing. It's actually amazing. Like, I feel like my head was all full of gunk, and I've just kind of stuck like a brush in there and just kind of cleaned it all out.
Oh, nice. I like that analogy. All right, now I'm going to ask you a question. Tessa, what is Santa bringing you for Christmas?
Like a real answer or a wish answer?
Whatever.
Well, I'm hoping some beautiful earrings.
Okay. Nice. Well, I hope he brings you earrings. Yeah, what Santa brings you for Christmas?
I'm not really sure. I just like to spend time with my family. We're going to Adelaide, so shopping after Christmas will be good.
Awesome. Well, make sure you go and see Lizzie, and you can go shopping in Adelaide together.
Yeah, I'm actually going to see Denise too, Lizzie, so.
Oh, nice.
Hey, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm so happy for you.
You're all going to have brushed out ears. That's awesome. Brushed out.
Yeah, it's like sticking a bottle brush in your ear.
That's right. Mel, what's Santa going to bring you?
Hopefully a new house.
Oh, that's a good present. How's he going to fit that on his sleigh?
I don't know. Our house settles tomorrow, so in Wallen, I no longer own any land in Wallen.
Nice.
So yeah, hopefully everything goes through and we have a new house in Darwin at Christmas.
Oh, awesome. That's an amazing Christmas present. That's awesome. Go Santa. Go Santa. Hey?
Don't know how I'll top that next year.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, of course you can top that. You can go on an amazing overseas holiday. It's all good. You can top that stuff. Dan, what's Santa going to bring you?
It was a long time till Christmas, so no idea.
You do so. Don't be. What do you want? Anything in the world? What would you like for Christmas?
I got no wants. I'm happy. It's all good. I just got to get through the week.
One
Yeah.
thing.
Think
One
about
thing. One thing. No. Okay, you can think about it while I go to Fiona.
Okay.
Fiona, what do you want for Christmas? What's Santa going to bring you?
He brought it to me early. I got it on the 10th of December when my son landed from the UK with his new fiancée. And I will have all our boys on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for the first time in 2 years, and all their partners
Wow,
under
that's
our
cool.
roof. So that's best present ever. So anything else is just a bonus.
That's really good. That's really good. Dan, are you right? Are you good? Are you gonna share?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just be making stuff up. I've got no. Yeah, it's all good. Family, catch
And
up.
you both.
Family,
And you both.
have fun. Hey, and you both.
And you
No, I
both.
don't want to boat. No, I can't swim, so I don't want to boat. Actually, I'm happy with the swimming
You
pool.
don't need to swim if you're inside
There
the
you go.
How about swimming lessons, Dan?
Okay, that, and then a big swimming pool in my backyard, and then that way I can learn to swim. There you go.
Awesome.
That'd
Nice.
be great.
Nice.
Yes.
That's
Happy
good.
days.
That's cool. Well, you can come and
Good.
swim in our pool anytime, because you can actually stand in it, so you don't have
Perfect.
any fear of like drowning. I could
Get
All
a
right,
donut.
I just joked about the not swimming bit.
I could probably also teach you how to swim if you like. That's all good. Do you want to know what I want for Christmas?
What would you like for Christmas?
Well,
Or one?
Well, I'm a bit like you. I don't really want for much, but look at that. That's not mine. There's a mountain bike there. That's what we bought for Jared, but I know that the novelty's going to wear off soon, so I got myself a new mountain bike. So he'll only like that mountain bike for a couple of months, and then I've got a new mountain bike.
You are hilarious.
Tall enough to see your stuff now.
Yeah, he is. He's the same height as me. So when we were picking it at the bike shop, I was picking it for me. I'm like, no, I like the black and green one. Jared's like, I like the silver. I'm like, no. Mummy's paying for it, so Mummy gets like right of way over the bike, because you'll only like it for a couple of months, and then I'm going to be riding it. So that's all good. And it matches my bike gear, so that's why I got a black and white one, a black and green one, because it already matches. It already actually matches my cycling gear. So it's all good. No, but seriously, my biggest wish for Christmas is for everybody to have an amazing, peaceful, loving time with their family, but to also have exciting action around their Isagenix business, and for you all to know that everything that you need to be successful in every area of your life, to live the life of your dreams, is already inside you. If you brush your ears out and you stop listening to the noise inside you and all that, conditioned, preconceived ideas, and step out of your comfort zone and just know that you're safe in the space that you're supported in, and don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks of you, because you're the person that's going for and living into your dreams. That is all I want from you. I want you to know that you have amazing help around you and an amazing support team of cheerleaders wanting for you the greatest things in life. Like, seriously, that's what you need to know.
And that is actually what Santa is bringing me.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
You are wonderful, and you fill my head with all of that. And you send me love, and you send me, lots of things that initially challenged me, but now I see as love.
Awesome.
You believe in me, and that is something that is, I've very rarely encountered that in my life, so I don't really know what to do with it, but I love it.
Awesome.
And the other thing that Santa bought me was a bottle brush.
Nice. I like that. Well, next time I feel like you need bottle brushing, I shall be bottle brush. I'll send you a bottle brush, so that's awesome. I hope that for those that got my present and my Christmas card, that you hold tight to what was written. I didn't write it because it was too long, so I had to print it and like glue it in because it was crazy long. But for those that got my Christmas card, I hope you hold tight to that, and you actually, you know, when you feel challenged or whatever, that you actually read that and know again that everything that you need is already inside of you, and you have an amazing team to cheer you on and support and love you. And if you haven't got your Christmas present yet, well, you just have to wait for Santa to come.
Everything takes a long time to get here.
Yeah, I know, man. It took about a week.
Yeah.
Because the guy that started in Northern Territory, and his pack took forever. Anyway.
Yeah, I was always told Northern Territory means not today, not tomorrow, not Tuesday, not Thursday, no time.
Yeah.
I like that.
So true. So true.
Cool.
Everyone said that. It's like island time.
Yeah. When I was doing wine tasting up there, I would go up there and they were the most easygoing bunch of people. I accidentally turned up in Jandals to one appointment and they didn't care. And, you know, like...
I wear like my Havaianas to work on Fridays.
I just take my shoes off when I get to work and I wear odd socks every single day. And my workmates, if I happen to wear matching socks, they're like, sure, right?
Yeah, I think you're just sending her OCD into like overdrive, so that's all good. I was going to say, so last thing before, I love that you wear socks and jandals, and if you don't know what jandals are, they're Havaianas, they're flip-flops, they're like thongs, so that's just what the New Zealanders call thongs. They call them jandals for those that don't know New Zealand language.
I know.
Yeah. So last thing that I actually want to ask of you, if you could please just make sure that you keep your attention and your energy up on the ISA Help page over the Christmas period, because we know that everybody's going to be busy and we know that everybody's going to be in loving presence with their family. But if you can just pop up a couple of posts per day, maybe one in the morning, one at lunchtime, one at night on the ISA Help page, and that will take the pressure off everybody if we share the load, okay? If you don't think that you have something of value to add, of course you freaking do. Get out of your own head, okay? Please make sure that the ISA Help page is a group love page that everybody should be adding value to. I say again, 2 or 3 people this week have contacted me to get them started. They're not my people, right? I don't care. Like I've been working with one of Lizzie's ladies and I worked with one of Jade's to really help them and give them information and get them across the line. But they come to me obviously because I'm very active and I'm putting lots of information up there, but they're not my people. The more you put information up there, the more it's going to throw up into their notifications. So that's pretty much why that happens. People contact us because we keep showing up in their notifications. All right, so just be mindful of that too, and let's just all spread the love across that page over Christmas. All right. Peace out. Love you all. You're amazing rock stars. Here is to our Real Solutions Challenge, and here is to our dream life, our happier life, our kickstart life, and to crushing our resolutions. So yeah, we know we have to do that video. I haven't even worked mine out yet. How about you just have freaking fun with it and don't worry about anything. Just make sure that you ask them to come join you at the end. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. I hope the big fat jolly man comes and drops you off an amazing present, swimming lessons and a pool and maybe some floaties, Danny.
Awesome.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.